doing there, Dumbledore? Oh, available April 25th. Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery is coming out. Available in iOS and Google Play. So iOS users who've been waiting, the time is coming. April 25th, mark that date in your calendar because that is when you're going to be able to download the game. We're going to be getting Year 1, Year 2. Unsure whether we're going to be getting Year 3. I'm really hoping for it. Anybody who has downloaded the APK, there is obviously always that risk that it's going to be reset again. If it is, maybe, you know, if they have reset again, it means they've made changes to make the game better. And hey, I'm excited to play through that because we've got plenty of time to play through the years that we're going to have. So, big news. We're going to be getting into that. We're going to be getting some other extra news that's going to be one of the changes coming to the game, which is, for me, going to make the game so much more realistic. We're going to be also getting into interviews that they're going to be doing with some of the YouTube community. So, what I wanted to do is get some of your thoughts on any questions that you'd like to ask about the game. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, April 25th, of course, is coming. 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, and we're going to be able to download that. But with that as well, they dropped a little piece of information that they introduced Warwick Davis, who is Professor Flitwick in the films, Dame Maggie Smith, who is of course Professor McGonagall, and Michael Gambon, Professor Dumbledore. So you're thinking, oh, that's cool, a little bit of promotional material that they've shown the game to them. But it doesn't stop there. Jam City's media team has sent out an email with a link giving details of what this means for the game. Actors from the Harry Potter films will provide voiceover work for Jam City's Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. A full list of actors providing voice work for the game include Dame Maggie Smith as Professor McGonagall, Michael Gambon as Professor Dumbledore, Warwick Davis as Professor Flitwick, and on top of that, we also have Sally Mortimer as Madame Irma Pince, who we've yet to see in the game, Gemma Jones as Madame Pomfrey, who we've seen a lot of in Year 2, and Zoe Wanamaker as Madame Hooch, who will be in Year 3, which shows, you know, they're already preparing for Year 3. Fingers crossed, hoping it's coming on the 25th as well. So global launch, obviously, confirmed to be April 25th, and just some quotes from Dame Maggie Smith and Christa Wolf, the co-founder of CEO. Professor McGonagall, or Dame Maggie Smith, says, "If I could attend Hogwarts as a student, I'd be most excited to attend the potions class taught by Severus because it's the most exotic." I got to agree with that. You know, if you're going into a Severus class, it's going to be interesting. You're going to be making some weird potions. Things are going to go wrong. You're going to get absolutely destroyed by Severus and his brutal. Somebody sent me a snapshot of him saying he's in our Great Hall and is like, do you need to be this close? He's miles away. Just brutal Severus. For me, I'm most excited about getting into Defense Against the Dark Arts. Can't wait for that lesson. So Christa Wolf, co-founder and CEO of Jam City, says, "Our goal with Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery is to make players really feel for the first time like they're attending Hogwarts." Now, this is totally what they should be investing in, this idea that making it more realistic. By including these iconic, incredibly talented actors in the game, we come one step closer to truly giving fans their own Hogwarts experience. So obviously we just got written dialogue, but if you can hear them actually, and it's a shame they haven't got Hagrid. I want to hear Hagrid, but it could be great, you know, it's going to make the game just more realistic. I'm excited for the future. If they're already investing in it, it's going to mean there's going to be more of this kind of realism within the game going through it. I, for one, personally want to see them implementing individual Patronuses. I think it will give you that unique aspect to the game that makes you really feel like you're your own student doing Hogwarts, and where I might have a dolphin if they link it to the Pottermore account. Others can have a beagle and a bear. Now these obviously would be very difficult because they'd have to account for all the different random Patronus, but if they can do it, it'll be so good, so realistic. The article goes on just to give a bit of more information about Jam City, Warner Brothers, Portkey Games, and the Harry Potter series, or just the people that are involved in this. Warner Brothers Pictures have grossed more than 7.7 million to date worldwide at the box office from Harry Potter films. It's the largest grossing film franchise, and there's already 2 million pre-registrations for this game, so it's going to be popular, I think. If you take it for what it is in a story-based game, I think you're going to enjoy it. If you're looking for a skill-based strategy PvP game, it's not there at the moment. They might implement Quidditch and wizard battles in the future, which would be amazing, but at the moment it's just a story-based game. And on top of that, they've added a link if you want to check this out with assets, just some media information. So we've got trailers, talent assets, videos. And so talent assets just give us details of the other. We've got Gemma Jones as Madame Pomfrey, so showed her avatar. We've seen Madame Pomfrey. Madame Pomfrey has been in year 2 quite a lot, taking us on as her disciple, teaching us Episky. Episky. Oh no, it doesn't have a Pisky on it. I won't be able to heal any broken bones. Then we have Gemma Jones being introduced to it. And also we get a first look at Sally Mortimer as Madame Irma Pintz. Now we are yet to see Madame Irma Pintz in the game, so I imagine she might come in year 3. There we go, so check out her avatar. That's the first scene, we've not seen her before. We also have Zoe Wanamaker as Madame Hooch, but we don't actually see her yet, which I'm hoping that's not indicative of the fact that they haven't created an avatar yet for year 3. Nah, they must have done, because they've got Madame Irma Pintz, and we haven't seen her yet. So fingers crossed, this is a good sign that year 3 might be coming with the new update on the 25th of April. And finally, the email correspondence that we got said finally some spokespeople will be taking meetings ahead of the launch to talk about and demo the game in LA, San Francisco, New York and London, and they'll be scheduling a few phone interviews with executives as well. Now they've said they are going to be very much involving the YouTube community, which is really exciting. I'm hoping to be involved. Obviously emailed straight back saying yes, I would be interested in speaking. And what I want from you guys is basically, you know, for me, one of the questions I would definitely ask is there any plan to implement individual, you know, Patronus? Any links with the Pottermore account, any way they can do that, because I think it would just make it individualized. Any thoughts on that? That's what I'll be asking about. Maybe Sierra to get some insights into it. What would you ask? What questions do you guys want to know about the game now as it is, or the game as it will be in the future and plans going forward? This is going to be an opportunity to put it straight to them and see what they say. So what I want you to do is pop in the comments section below what would you ask, and I might be using some of those questions if I'm lucky enough to be selected to get involved in it, and I'll put that to those guys selecting some of the best answers. If you guys go and look through them as well and like the ones that you would most like to ask, and we'll see which are the more popular questions. Yeah, and that is everything then. So obviously the game is not coming out for 3 weeks. In that time, it does mean I'm going to be able to find my wand through the Pottermore quiz, so we'll be doing that. Any leaks, any further information we've got, of course, I'll be updating you guys. Hopefully we might be getting some insights into whether year 3 is coming. If it does, I will post in a video on that as soon as possible. Okay, well that's all for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon. Wait a minute. Ah, he is winking at me. I thought I was seeing things.